It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Bills and the Dolphins on Thursday night.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll be stopped up at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Well, now how about this return? And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Allen. Shakir hauls it in. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Here's Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 9. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. This one complete to Coleman. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Hill going to go in motion right. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
Allen to throw once more.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
His second touchdown on the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So now here come the Dolphins.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. From midfield, here's Tua. Shifts past him at the 45. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. To the air, Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. 7 yards there and a first down.
And you'll hear all the time that he's really a power forward who plays above the rim, and he does have a basketball background. But I think the Bills got a receiver to match their environment as well. Big, strong, physical, can go across the middle and catch the football.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Allen.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Motion man is Shakir.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And again, it's Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Again, it's Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen now looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Allen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Looking to throw. Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Motion man is Shakir. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Cook up the gut. Powers through. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there, multiple. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua. That is caught, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Tua going to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Throw caught by Achane.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the end.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Achane. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Tua.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Coleman, the man in motion right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the New York Jets. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, it's the Falcons and Eagles from Philly at 8:15 Eastern Time. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with...
It got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Tua. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run. Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Hey, Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 7.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen
Finding Shakir across the formation.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Motion man is Shakir.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Khalil Shakir.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bills are able to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Hamler now on the return.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Here's Hill on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith, and he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Looking to pass. Tua.
That is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Allen.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Beckham goes in motion left.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. So here are the Bills to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here is 3rd down and 4.
To the air, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down, here's the run with Cook.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Allen off the play fake. On the move to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Tua going to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Cook.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a Miami Dolphin.
One final try for Tagovailoa. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Buffalo, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire